And President Muhammadu Buhari earlier today met with governors of the All Progressives Congress in the presidential villa Abuja to discuss pressing national issues. The meeting was at the instance of the Progressives Governors Forum. Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje says their meeting with President Buhari was about the redesign of the Naira notes and deadline imposed by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Governor Ganduje insists the timeline is too short and unrealistic and has caused untold hardship on citizens, especially people in rural areas who do not have access to banks or any financial service. Governor Ganduje disclosed that the APC governor suggested a gradual phasing out of the old currency rather than a deadline which seems to be inflicting so much hardship on citizens. He says President Buhari assured the APC governors that he would review their request and make a decision.
Shifted, not only shifted, but the old currency should go along with the new currency until the old currency dies a natural death, which is possible.
What did President Muhammadu Buhari tell you? Did he give you any assurance that he will do that?
He said he will look into that.
Thank you very much, sir. What about the petrol scarcity? Did he mention that as well?
Yes, we also mentioned that, but he said he is looking into that.
And political economist Ayobami Oyalowo joins me now to discuss the president's meeting with governors of the All Progressives Congress. Good to have you join us.
Thank you for having me. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Before I get to this meeting, let me just ask you about what we're seeing in your party. At the moment, we've seen several comments coming from the Kano State Governor. We've also seen several movements. One of them is this meeting with the president. It does seem to Nigerians as though your house is not in order. What exactly is going on?
Well, thank you for this question. I'm sure the governor of Kano State, His Excellency Malam Nasir El-Rufai, was in your studio, I think, yesterday. And he's been on other channels. And I'm sure he was very clear and unequivocal. There is nothing wrong with the APC as a party. What he has alleged, and which many of us believe, and we agree with him 100%, is that there are some people who, according to the story around the president, we don't know who these people are. At least I don't have an idea of who they are. But we always know the president will always have people who advise him. But unfortunately, it seems these people have misled the president to take some of these decisions without putting into consideration the consequences. I have been around the town and I've seen the problems all over the place. People scrambling to get notes, people paying extra. I mean, normally if you use these POS guys on the road to take 10,000 naira, you pay at least maybe just 200 naira thereabout. But now it has multiplied to maybe to take 10,000, maybe they charge you 500 naira or even more. So it's really, really unfortunate. And to even complicate the matter, the infrastructure backbone of our banking infrastructure is not adequate. I have had pending transactions where I try to transact or transfer money to somebody or some people, and either I get debited and then we have to start running helter-skelter to get the bank to regularize the transaction and so on and so forth. So it's been a whole lot of mess in the past 1 or 2 weeks. And I think whoever is advising the president needs to be told that what they are doing is not right. You cannot make people's lives so difficult. Even if we want to move into a system of cashless economy, which is a good advice, it is never done by a fire brigade approach. It has to be gradual. There must be simulation. There must be constant education. And then it has to take a while to people who have been used to doing transaction in cash. You just in 3 months and you say they should clear up. It doesn't work that way. And we can see the dislocation all over the place. People quarreling in banks, people taking off their clothes and fighting. It's not making any sense.
And that's why people are wondering, because you just said it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And perhaps those who are advising the president are advising him wrongly. But people are wondering, look, these kind of consequences should have been envisaged. The Nigerians would go through this, especially when you're already having fuel scarcity The fuel scarcity did not start this year, it started last year. And to add the Naira redesign on top of a fuel scarcity, that perhaps the presidency should have known that that was a bad decision. And so, especially when you have an election to win, what's your thought on that? Why the president would have allowed this kind of situation to linger? Fuel scarcity and the scarcity of the new Naira notes.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a bad decision. I would just say it's a poor implementation of a good decision. Yes, the reasons for the redesigning of the notes, of our Naira note, was given, and it looks plausible. However, the implementation has been poorly done. I mean, you will, if I take your mind back, you know, during this redesigning of the notes, 100 Naira was not redesigned. I'm sure you know why. The 100 Naira was introduced into the market earlier on, this current one, and there was no catastrophe. It was done the way a normal redesignation of currency is done. It takes a long time. You introduce it into the market, it goes side by side with the old one, but as the old ones goes into the banking system, they disappear, they don't come out again, only the new ones come out. That is how we handle the 100 Naira note. So I don't understand why this 1,500 and 200 Naira note is done differently. Like it is designed or deliberate attack, designed to target somebody or some people. Because whether we like it or not, the APC is the ruling party. And if you create this so much of disaffection and anger in the populace, you are automatically telling the people to get angry and then not make rational decision in an election, that they should vote in anger against the ruling party. So whoever is taking this decision is obviously an enemy of the APC, and the president ought to be aware. And I am happy that the APC governors have seen that some people are making this decision deliberately against the party. So I'm happy they met with the president. So we are all hopeful that there will be a decent solution that will be more humane, with more sense and more thinking going into how the implementation of this Naira redesign will go.
We'll see in the coming days whether they've been able to prevail upon the president, but this is no longer just about the APC. This is now about Nigerians who are going through this particular situation. But I'm afraid we do have to leave it there. We'll see the outcome of that meeting. Thank you so much for talking to us. Political economist Ayobami Oyalowo.